Good day, everyone. We are the group assigned in reporting Tau't Bato tribe, also known as Dwellers of the Rock. The Tao't Bato tribe, and what are they? They are the articulate subgroup of the large Palawan tribe living in the Singnapan Valley, and they also known as the people of the rock. What about the Tao't Bato? Their population, affinity block, identity, alternate names. Their population is estimatedly 500 individuals right now, and their affinity block or their similarities within their culture uh, is the same as the Malay peoples, which is tribals, and for their identity in their indigenous identity is described by people ID and ethnic code, and the people ID is 19189 and their ethnic code is AUG05. And for the alternate names for Tao't Bato are Konoy, Kenoy, Tao't Bato with O instead of U, and Tao't Bato. So here is the images of Tao't Bato uh, on the mountains and inside the caves. And the history will be discussed by Erwin Vilbuela.
Okay guys, hello, good day. So the history of Tao't Bato. Next wrap. So brief history of Tao't Bato. Tao't Bato in 1978, they were discovered as they are living inside of an extinct volcano Mount Matalinghangan. Kasi nga, yung Mount Matalinghangan na matatagpuan dito sa Palawan, which is the highest mountain, is pinaniniwalaan siya na extinct volcano na. So President Marcos visited them. According to rumors, they found and took a gold treasure inside the cave, including those worn by the dead ancestors. Pero kasi nga rumors lang to, hindi natin masasabi na legit talaga. Kasi naman may mga iba naman nagsasabi na naka-witness din na ang mga Tao't Bato raw is, syempre alam naman natin, Tao't Bato is native tribe. So, in short, nakaka-experience sila ng poverty. Kasi nga umaasa lang sila sa kung anong kayang ibigay sa kanila ng nature. Sabi ng iba na naka-witness, pumupunta raw talaga si Marcos doon sa mga native tribe na Tao't Bato para magbigay ng mga grocery, ng mga pagkain. Ganun yung sinasabi ng iba. Pero sabi naman ng iba, ginagawa lang daw yun ni Marcos for his personal purpose. Kunyari, bumibigay siya, pero sa katunayan, ginagamit nila ang mga tao na yun para maghanap ng kayamanan doon sa lugar mismo na yon. He was the one who coined Tao't Bato, as its literal meaning is stone people or people of the rock. So, tinawag sila na Tao't Bato hindi dahil sa nag-exist sila na Tao't Bato na sila, nakilala na sila doon. So nakilala sila sa tulong rin ni Marcos. Si Marcos mismo yung nagpangalan sa kanila na sila ay mga taong Tao't Bato kasi nga magagaling sila maghanap ng mga kayamanan, mga minerals na matatagpuan sa mga bato-bato. During the visit, they were only 86 people recorded in the tribe. So ganon, mapapansin natin 86 lang sila, kukunti lang sila nung unang bisita ni Marcos. So siguro sila pala yung nakapag-migrate dito sa Palawan. Kaya ganun, kunti lang yung ano nila, yung population nila. According, they were wearing loin cloths made of hammered bark yan. Mapapansin natin nakaano lang sila. Sila yung isa sa mga native tribe na nakasuot lang ng ganyan, no? Yung parang sa lalaki nakabahag lang. Nakatabon lang yung mga masiselang bahagi ng katawan. It has been said that they believe on root crops like cassava as their food and make fires by rubbing two stones. So yun, yung pangunahing pagkain lang nila, yung inaasahan lang nila na pagkain, ang alam lang nila na itanim o mahanap sa gubat bilang pagkain nila is yung kasaba, which is kasaba siya yung tinatawag ng iba na kamuting kahoy. Yun yung mga ginagawang kasaba eh. As of July 2005, the population of the tribe was 286 individuals from 86 oh from 66 households. So kung mapapansin natin, nung simula pa nung binisit ni Marcos yung lugar ng mga Tao't Bato, 86 pa lang yung population nila. Pero pagdaan ng matagal na panahon, July 2005, yung population nila is dumagdag ng 200 na miyembro. So 286 na sila. Kung mapapansin natin, medyo mabagal ang pagtaas ng population nila kasi nga syempre 86 lang sila, sila lang rin doon sa tribe na yun yung nagkakaasawahan. So kaya mabagal ang pagtaas ng bilang ng population. Next slide. The geographical location of Tao't Bato, Singnapan Basin, a bowl-shaped valley in southwestern Palawan. Yung Singnapan Basin na yan, siya yung tinatawag, yun na yung sinabi ni Rafi kanina na Singnapan Valley, kung saan yun yung tinitirahan na mismo nila. Yung Singnapan Basin na to is matatagpuan sa southern part ng Palawan. The Mount Matalingahan to the east and coast to the west. So yun, yung Mount Matalinghangan, doon yung mismo matatagpuan yung lugar na tinatawag na Singnapan Valley, kung saan doon sila nakapirme. Pero yung Tao't Bato kasi, dahil nga sa umaasa lang rin sila sa nature, although na yung Mount Matalinghahan is malaki, so lumilipat-lipat lang sila. Hindi masyadong kalayuan ang nalilipatan nila. Lumilipat lang sila depende sa pangangailangan at sa tinatawag natin na season. Kung halimbawa, kung ano lang yung season na masagana yung pagkain doon sa isang lugar, kapag nawala na yung season na yon, lilipat naman sila sa ibang place pero malapit lang din. Yun guys, thank you.
And what about the culture of Tau't Bato? So the culture of Tao't Bato is based in Palawan tribe, as they are the articulate subgroup of the large Palawan tribe. So speaks the native Palawan language. So nagsasalita sila, yun ang gamit nila kasi doon sila nanggaling sa Palawan tribe. And they practices the same belief of Palawan. Yung mga Palawan tribe ay yung belief nila ay pinaghalong Hinduism, Malay, and some Islamic belief. So, ganun din yung belief ng mga Tao't Bato. But still, they have a distinct identity as a tribe because they are living on the caves of the mountains. And they're able to preserve their culture and way of life. So, despite na mayroong modernization, may mga progress na sa Palawan, pero nagawa pa rin nilang i-preserve yung culture nila. And under the culture that we will be discussing right now is the lifestyle, livelihood, governance, clothing, art, shelter, marriage practice, burial, and rituals. Let's start with the lifestyle. The lifestyle of Tao't Bato is primitive, which is semi-nomadic because they live in caves during rainy season and comes out in nearby valleys to cultivate during the dry season. So, kaya sila tinawag na Tao't Bato kasi nung nakita sila ay nakatira sila sa mga cave. But during dry season or sunny season in the Philippines, they are nagtatanim sila sa mga valleys at nanguhuli ng mga hayop para sa kanilang pagkain. Kasi ang sa kanila, kaya sila napupunta sa caves kasi protection nila yon against floods and landslides. And the lifestyle of ages of different ages of Tao't Bato, from the children, they help their parents and they make sound using leaves. That's one of their pastimes, and playing games. as their recreational activity. And most of the time, they are interacting with the nature. And for their parents, they keep subsistence as their livelihood. Like, kailangan nila maghanap ng pagkain para mabuhay sila at hindi sila magkasakit. And involved in bulon-bulon. Bulon-bulon is the large association by some families that lives in the same cave or same large cave. And also they are involved in playing games as their recreational activity. What about the elders? The elders are some of the elders still smoking tobacco and involved in bagaral. Bagaral is the governing identity or governing authority of the Tao't Bato tribe. And the native games, as we have discussed, some of the Tao't Bato is involved in games, are pating, which is the climbing vine, which is in the middle part, left side. And for the talubid, hunting, like hunting, literally hunting animals for their food, is on the top left side. And for the kusti, the hand wrestling is on the top right corner, the hand wrestling. And for the dawit, hand wrestling using middle finger is not included in these illustrations. And for the limbus-limbusan, the arm wrestling is described in the middle part on right side. And the sikar is the leg wrestling, which is shown by the bottom right side of the illustrations. The livelihood of Tao't Bato tribe. First is the hunting. That's the common livelihood for them to find food. They use blowgun to hunt bird, and nowadays they using shotgun seems practical. As makikita nyo dito sa may top right corner, the panglima, actually he's the panglima on 2012 during the visit of Jacob Nates. Nakita niya na may dala-dala siyang shotgun para manghuli ng kanilang makakain. And because actually the blowgun is nakuha nila yan sa ibang tribo kasi nga galing nga sila sa Palawan tribe, so nakuha nila yung culture ng paggamit ng blowgun. But ngayon, natutunan nila gumamit ng shotgun kasi marami ng mga ibang tao na katulad ng mga nagma-mining tsaka yung mga illegal na gawain, yan, nakuha nila yung ganyang practice. So, and also, they uses bat catcher, which is a spiky and spiny stick trap to catch bats. Usually, ginagamit nila to pag isa-set nila yan mga hapon, tapos babalikan nila ng gabi. Tapos pagbalik nila ng gabi, nakakahuli ng mga bats, ng ilang bats, tapos yun ang kinakain nila as their main food. In addition, on their livelihood is cultivating and gathering. In cultivating, they are Sweden farming. Usually sa Palawan, talagang uso sa kanila yung magkaingin eh. So, sanay talaga sila sa ganyang practice para magtanim. Then, they usually crops cassava and potato. That's their root crops. And for their other plants is the sugar cane, malunggay, garlic, pepper, string beans, squash, tomato, pineapple, and etc. And also they are known as gatherers, like what they can see on the nature, yun ang ginagamit nila. They are collecting honey. Usually these products, these horticultural products, sometimes they sell that on the towns. So para para meron silang nabibili like fish, kasi usually sa bundok lang sila, hindi sila nakakababa. So bumibili sila ng fish pag bumababa sila ng town para ibenta yung kanilang mga products sa mountain. And usually they buy salt, oil, and rice para sa kanilang staple foods. And as for the governance of the Tao't Bato, they usually and they are known as peaceful and united tribe. And the Bagaral or the council is the responsible for imposing punishment and solves conflicts. And the Bagaral Council is composed of by Panglima as the leader and followed by Segundo, Cabo, and two Konsehal. And also the chieftain is also a member of Bagaral. The chieftain is like uh, the the response is siya yung responsable para sa kunwari mang may problema sa other towns, siya yung pwedeng kausapin ng ibang kasi usually mga tao dito hindi naman marunong magtagalog. Though may some Tao't Bato na kaya nilang magtagalog kasi nasanay na sila sa mga nagpupunta sa kanilang lugar. And for the governance, the qualifications of Bagaral before entering Bagaral, you need to become a 35 years old and above and has an experience in solving conflicts and known as honest, cooperative, good, and knows how to deal with others. Like marunong talaga siya makipag-usap, marunong siyang alam niya kung paano gampanan yung responsibilidad ng isang parte ng Bagaral and respected by the whole tribe. Kasi wala namang kwenta kung kasama ka sa Bagaral pero wala silang respeto sa iyo, di ka nila pinapakinggan. So kailangan bago ka maging kasapi sa Bagaral, kailangan marunong kang makipag-usap at nirerespeto ka nila.
So thank you so much, last reporter. Now let us discuss clothing, music, and dances of Tao't Bato tribe. So from the picture, we can see the clothing of Tao't Bato. For men, they wear bahag. So it is a piece of cloth whereby meant to cover genitals. So mostly lahat ng kalalakihan din na sila sumusuot ng damit pang itaas. So yung sinusuot lang nila is bahag para makover yung kanilang pangharap. So sa mga kababaihan naman sinusuot nila is patadyong. So it is a long blanket with pattern design whereby women. So makikita dito sa patadyong yung pagiging artistic ng mga Tao't Bato. So dati traditionally yung mga babae is hindi talaga sumusuot ng mga damit pang itaas, but because of modernization, natuto na silang gumamit ng ng shirt o yung cloth. So next. So let us proceed to the music of Tao't Bato. So una is tangok. So tangok described by Tao't Bato, ito yung maliit na manok. So na may green feathers, nahawig ng isang parot na makikita sa kagubatan ng Mount Matalingahan. So paano nga ba ito kinakanta? So yung lyric ng tangok is nakabase sa kung ano yung nararamdaman ng kumakanta o ano yung naiisip ng kumakanta depende sa sitwasyon. So usually kinakanta nila to habang pinapanood yung mga ibon o yung mga hayop habang kinakanta yung tangok. So pangalawa is lantigi. So yung lantigi is isang kwento ng isang ibon na tinatawag nilang limukon tulad ng isang kalapate na ito daw ay yung ibon na to is nakita ng isang lalaki na malapit sa isang balon. So yung lalaki na to is gusto niya raw hawakan yung ibon pero yung ibon is ayaw magpahawak. So yung taong kumakanta ng lantigi is tinatawag nilang imparay. So yung imparay, kinakanta niya yung lantigi sa paraang kinikwento niya na yung ibon at yung mga tao dati is nakakapag-usap sa isa't isa. So next. Pangatlong music ng Tao't Bato is Kandidi. So yung Kandidi is tawag nila sa kanta na kinakanta ng dalawang mga ngawit. So yung Kandidi is parang nakikipag-usap ka lang sa isa pang mga ngawit tapos yung mga ngawit is sasagutin yung kanta mo sa paraang pang-awit din. So yun yung Kandidi. Sa panghuli is Kulilal. Yung Kulilal naman is isang lalabay song na kinakanta ng isang ina sa kanyang anak sa accompanied by isang wind instrument na yung suling. So yung suling is kahawig ng isang flute. Is paano nga ba kinakanta yung kulilal? So kinakanta siya para makatulog yung kanyang anak, siyempre tuwing gabi. So yung meaning ng kanta ng kulilal is sleep now my child, mother still has work to do. So next. So dumako naman tayo sa musical instrument ng Tao't Bato. So una nilang ginagamit is kubing. Itong kubing is isang jaw harp instrument na gawa sa isang bamboo. Ay makikita dyan sa unang larawan. So ginapitik-pitik lang yan siya tapos nagkakaroon ng vibration para magkaroon ng sound. So sa pangalawa naman is kudlong, isang guitar instrument with two chords only. So dalawa lang yung string. Sa pangatlo naman is pagang, instrument made of bamboo with 13 chords. So anong unique nito kasi uh, para siyang gitara pero yung chords niya is 13. So last naman is aruding. Aruding is an instrument made of bamboo that is blown to produce sound. So hindi ko ma-imagine kung paano siya ginagamit pero inihipan lang yun siya tapos magkakaroon siya ng sound na ma-produce. Next naman is dances of Tao't Bato. So una is tarik. Tarik, sometimes called sapa-sapa, is performed all night during their basal celebration or in social gatherings. So madalas siyang sinasayaw during social celebrations, religious and festival activities, and Thanksgiving celebration for a good harvest. So itong mga Tao't Bato is may mga celebration, ritual dances to magpasalamat sa magandang ani sa kanilang harvest. So yun yung ginasayaw nila yung tarik. Pangalawa naman is toron. It is performed by babaylan to cure the sick. So madalas kapag may sakit yung isa sa mga katribo nila is ginagawa nila itong ritual dance na to na yung turon para gumaling yung may sakit nilang katribo. So the Tao't Bato believes that those who are sick are possessed by bad spirits. So naniniwala sila na kapag yung katribo nila is hindi na gumagaling sa mga herbal or doktor, pinapaniwalaan nilang na possess na yun ng mga bad spirits kaya ginagawa nila yung ritual dance na turon. So yun lang. Thank you.
Good day. So for the shelter and marriage practices of Tao't Bato. So for their shelter, for the past, the Tao't Bato lives in a caves. So I guess na discuss na to ni Mr. Erwin Gelbuela. So in 1978, they were found inside the crater of an extinct volcano in Palawan, specifically in Mount Mantalingahan. So they were living in a clustered at different levels on the walls of the crater. Hence, they were named Tao't Bato. So, nasa kuweba sila pero it is not a typical cave na iisahang malaking kuweba lang. Pero ano daw to, clustered by holes sa wall. And then, at the different levels, so may nasa taas, may nasa baba. So parang it compared to Tasaday tribe, kung alam niyo yung Tasaday tribe na i-feature din sa programang Eyewitness by a documentary by Cara David. These were Stone Age people discovered living in isolation somewhere in Mindanao. So, pero na-discredited sila as another hoax kasi parang kulang yung proof or evidence na makikita sa cave na yon na doon sila nanirahan back then. Pero ang kaibahan nila sa Tao't Bato is yung Tao't Bato ay maraming evidence that they are living sa cave na yon back then. So in the present time, they are living with their homes sa Singnapan Basin or Valley in Palawan. But they also find their shelter inside the caves during rainy season when there is inevitable flood in the valley. So nabanggit din ito ni Mr. Macarimbor sa location. Yun nga, naninirahan sila sa ano sa bahay nila, parang typical na kubo lang din ng mga Pilipino. And then kapag rainy season and merong ano baha sa valley, lumilipat sila ng tirahan. So next for the marriage practice ng ano Tao't Bato tribe. Tao't Bato has no courtship. Pairing of children by their parents is a common practice. So parang yung marriage practice nila is similar to our Islam or Muslim practice na merong fixed marriage sa mga couple, and yung may agreement lang sa parents ng dalawang magkasintahan, and yun wala nang panliligaw na parang common practice or sa ano sa panliligaw ng or sa mga couple ng mga Pilipino. And they also practice the concept of dowry, or yung lalaki magbibigay ng offers to the family of the future wife. Dati, they offer a dowry of plates, saucers, and patadyong clothes or whatever na meron silang available pag-aari. Pero sa present, it can be also on a credit basis na. So, it can be in a form of cash or money. So during the marriage ceremony, the bride and the groom will sit together and eat boiled cassava. So the bride will get a piece of cassava and offer it to the groom and vice versa. So parang it is similar practice sa pag kinakasal and magsusubuan ng cake. So sa kanila naman is cassava. When the parent of the groom places the saucer on top of their heads, it signifies that the couple is already married. So, yung saucer na tinatawag natin is dito yung parang platito na lalagyanan ng tsaa or ng coffee natin. So, kapag ipinatong na daw yun sa ulo ng couple, so they are already married na daw. And then, when the man asked for the girl's hand from her parents, it is emphasized that the couple should follow the laws. Upon marriage, the parents of the husband also stressed the same. Failure to abide by their laws could be a ground for separation. So, mayroon din silang rules and laws na ibinibigay sa mag-asawa, and then pag hindi nila nagawa iyon, so bago lang sila maghihiwalay. And then, since they were paired by their parents sa nung bata pa sila, pwede na silang pwedeng gawin yung tradition marriage nila in kapag yung babae is 9 years old and above, and then yung lalaki naman is 15 years old and above. Pwede na sila magsama unless magsisimula na yung lalaking taking care of the girl, and then meron lang rule na that he will not engage in sexual intercourse with the girl until the onset of menstruation. So kapag dinatna na yung babae bago lang sila magkakaroon ng sexual intercourse, even na nakasal na sila at the age of 9 ng babae. So ganun lang yung marriage practice nila, parang similar siya sa marriage practice of Islam and then Christian. So pero pinagsama siya. So let us proceed for the burials and rituals of Tao't Bato tribe will be reported by Mr. Ryan.
Thank you for the last report, and we proceed to the next report. The next report is about burial practice. First, the dead body of Tao't Bato will only stay in his or her family house for a maximum of 1 day. Kapag yung isang Tao't Bato ay namayapa, yung bangkay nito ay mapupunta sa kanilang pamilya. At kung ang isang Tao't Bato ay namatay ng umaga, ililibing ito ng hapon. At kung yung isang Tao't Bato ay namatay ng hapon, ililibing ito ng umaga. Ganun. The next is Hindi pa tapos. Wala pa. Wala po kasi. Wait lang.
Zoom out mo, Rai.
Sorry. The next is they do not use caffeine. Instead, they wrap their dead with a blanket or with a lantay. Kapag naglilibing sila ng bangkay, hindi sila gumagamit ng kabaong. Yung instead ginagamit nila yung kumot, pinapalibutan nila ito ng kumot, which is a thick, hard skin of the batbat tree. Then, 2 to 3 people will carry the dead body. If the body has been plagued with leprosy, the house will be burned down. Kapag raw may sakit ng ketong yung isang taot bato na namatay, sinusunog raw nila yung bahay nito para siguro hindi na makahawa. Next. Next is the orientation of the cave should be at the back of the family's house. Burying their dead in a cave that faces the front entrance of their house is believed to bring bad omen to the family. For example, another family member might also die. Then, kapag after burying, they pray to their dead for eternal rest. They face the cave's mouth and speak with the cloche of their dead relatives and even to butterflies hovering around it, believing that they are possessed with the spirit of the departed. The family prays for the soul not to come back to the world of the living. Then, the Tao't Bato believes that the soul comes back within 4 days after the burials to ensure the kaluwataan or smooth separation of the dead from the earth and homecoming to their ampo. The ampo is the God which ano sa atin is Panginoon. They offer patalang which is cooked rice and chicken placed in a coconut shell. Patalang serve as the dead's food baon in his journey back to their God or ampo. Then next, the rituals. The first rituals is the pagtatarok, which is the pagtatarok is ritual of the Tao't Bato that signifies their healing and thanksgiving activity for the recovery of their sick relatives. Then the pagtatabad is a ritual of the Tao't Bato that use tabad or rice wine to cast away the evil spirit that is believed to have caused the person's sickness.
Problems
Then
facing Tau't Bato. Right. Next page. Mining in Palawan has already ravaged forests, generated flooding, and caused the siltation of rivers and farmland. It has also destroyed sacred sites. So, ang sabi dito, ang pagmimina daw sa Palawan ay isang malaking problema. Hindi lamang sa lupa na inuhukay ang nasisira, kasama na rin ang kalikasan at gubat na magiging dahilan ng pagbaha. Next page. Saan na sa? Ay, di, balik. May isa pa pala. These communities are particularly vulnerable and will not survive the loss of their land. So, ang mga communities daw ay naapektuhan dahil kung masisira ang kalupaan nila, mahihirapan silang mag-survive. Next page. We know that Tao't Bato live at mountainous areas. One of the problems is that it only takes not only it takes days of hiking just to get to the valley, but the path is also dangerous, much more on their cave home. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you for listening.